I want you to imagine it's 2035, January 1st, 2035. Yes, 10 years into the future. You wake up, you look around. Where are you? You still in your home? Have you moved? Are you in a different country? Did you build the life you wanted, or are you still working for the man? Are you wondering what could have been? Are you sitting in a world of regret, or are you sitting in a world of success and happiness? We're going to have this conversation about 2035 between Dion and myself, but I want all of you to sit back, close your eyes, pretend for a minute it is 2035. Did you get what you want out of life? Are you at the spot you want to be? Have you done the things you want to do? Because it's coming whether you like it or not. It will be here faster than you know it. Dion, you always say you're going to be alive in 10 years. Invest like it. Well, folks, today, it's now 10 years into the future. What's life? Dion, how you doing, bud?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me here. This is one of my favorite topics because it's a question that I get asked. I would say in the top 3 questions. If you could go back and change anything, what would you change? And my answer is always nothing, because the outcome was so amazing.
Yeah, I love the outcome. Yeah.
So let me twist the question. I just kind of twist the question for the person asking. If I had to start today, what would I do different? And that gives me the better answer. And I actually say I'm glad you picked 2035, because it goes right into my narrative. I say, if you start today, if you just started thinking about money, you have that moment you woke up and realized you need to think about money, you are in the graduating class of 2035. This is a 10-year journey. Exactly. So that's the perfect year to look at. What would 2035 look at like? Now, there are people who started before today and they're in the mid journey, so they'll graduate sooner. But the person starting today, if they're just now finding YouTube University or looking for content saying, how do I make better money choices? And usually most of the people I run into are looking for the 2 to 3 year method. Right? The get rich quick scheme, and real estate is a get rich quick scheme as long as you understand 10 years is quick.
Yeah, exactly.
So when I answer, what would I do different? I would start today and I would almost do exactly the same. If we were starting today with 0, I would have to get a job, because I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm not creative. Even though I hang out with a bunch of creative people, I would get a job, work for 2 years, start a house hack, save for 2 years, buy the next one. And within 10 years, I'd have a portfolio that made it to where I never have to work again. But 2035 would look amazing, because I know what it's like now. And I guess that's the cheat code that we have, is we know what financial freedom is like, and we know that it's possible. So we would just do it. The person starting today that's watching other people that don't know it's possible for them, don't know that it's possible for anyone, and is thinking maybe these guys secretly won the lottery, or they secretly won a lawsuit, or they inherited a bunch of stuff. But no, both of us had pretty rough starts. Didn't have, like, the biggest help that I had was banks lending me money that they're going to charge me to get back. Like, that's the handout that I got, that I had to learn how to get the banks to do that. Right. And so if people start thinking in 2035 terms, it's one of the reasons why I really like the Yellowstone series. Everything that Taylor Sheridan does, it's the characters and the storyline plots out decades. Most people are planning for the weekend. I'm thinking even financially free. I've got a plan right now. What year will it be? 2040. I've got a plan for, 20 years from now. So 2045.
2045, yeah.
Yeah, 2045. I've made that plan already.
And you'll be 74? 75?
I'll be in my 70s.
Yeah,
I will sell 1 or 2 properties on the MLS, which will tackle any remaining debt, because I don't touch equity. I don't pull it out like people talk about.
Yeah, let's be clear. You'll sell 1 and pay it all off. Just be clear.
Probably, yeah. And have extra after that, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I'll break the portfolio up into a few different groups and seller finance them to, be diversified. So I don't just have one note carrier, and I'll have notes carry me the rest of the way. I made that plan like a couple of years ago, and that was a 20-year in the future plan.
I love it. Yeah, I really want to challenge the folks watching this to pretend it's 2035, because when I talk to people about the future, best case they can think about next year. And the reason this is important to me is kind of to your point. We now know, and we're living proof that it's a 10-year journey. And if you get focused and committed, you like, to your point, you're the graduating class of 2035. But when I think about my situation, and I really go back to the questions that I got at BPCon, The one thing that I would admittedly do different, and I've highlighted this as a mistake for years, is I would find a community of like-minded people. Because right or wrong or indifferent, something I did wrong the first go around is I spent the first 5 years by myself, right? Kind of a solo investor. I convinced myself I was quote unquote too busy. I was, whatever. And I would never do that again. I would seek out, folks like you or other creators who have done there, and I would find a way to be in their circle. Now, I'm happily proud of our One Rental at a Time school community. I'm even more proud of it today after my questions at Bigger Pockets or BPCon, because like I got adults, 30 and 40-year-olds coming up to me going, Michael, I want to do this. I want to get wealthy. I need new friends, but how do I do it? And unbeknownst to me, the school community we created just over a year ago is the answer. So I would find a community like that. And again, get in the forums, introduce yourself. There's 9 accountability groups and free education. It's just, all of these amazing things. That is absolutely something I would do different, is would seek out and get around other people going that direction, because it doesn't have, you don't have to do it alone. But I told myself the first go around, I had to do it alone. And that was a mistake.
Yeah, getting around the people with a like mind is really important. Imagine if you wanted to become you wanted to do your marathon. And so you get into running groups and you get around, but every time you're around the running groups, you try to talk chess or sailing.
Yeah.
You have to understand the elements that go into running, the systems people use to have the conversations, to be around those people. Yes, you'll have other topics you talk about, but if you want to be around people who are focused on finances, find the people who are looking at the same stocks you are, or the same method of buying stocks, or the people who are all about crypto. And I hate to even mention it, because if you're ever neutral on crypto, all the hate comes out in the comments.
Don't worry about it.
But if you're investing in real estate, to me, we have a local meetup near Tacoma where I go. It's on Facebook. It's Financial Freedom for Lazy People is the Facebook group.
Nice.
And it isn't real estate. It's finance. It's people who are trying to have a better financial future. So we talk about all subjects. No one presents, no one's selling anything, but it's, if in those conversations you pick up things and you get the habits and you learn what turns someone off when you're talking, if you shift subjects to not what they're there to talk about. So those people that came up and said, how do I become friends with people so that I become the average of the 5 people around me? I want the right 5 people around me.
Yeah.
You have to also be a little bit of what you're trying to become, because that's why they want to be around you.
Yeah. You've got to be a good person. You can't be a taker, right? You've got to be, open, right? Especially if you're going to be new and seeking out new folks. Don't come in thinking you have all the answers. Don't be that person. But yeah, if you're just a good person, certainly in our community, very welcoming. And that was a big miss for me. But again, folks, thinking about 2025 or 2035, excuse me, are you living the same way? Do you think you're going to be doing the same things, working at the same job, doing the same things? What does your life look like? Does it look different? What is different? Would you be proud of where you're at 2035? Have you climbed the corporate ladder? Is that what we're doing? Is your 401k balance bigger? Are the kids happy? Are you still in your relationship? Are you healthy? 2035 is coming whether you like it or not. And I hope everybody that watches this video makes it there, because if you don't, that's not a good place either. Right. And again, I think, we're living proof of the 10-year journey, right? We're living proof that the first 5 years suck. And I just wish more people would think about 2035, because it's coming whether you like it or not. And I'm just hoping people think about being the graduating class of 2035. In fact, that should be a t-shirt, frankly. I'm starting the journey. I'm in the, graduating class of 2035. And you should be proud of that. And because it's coming whether you like it or not.
I forget what the theory is called, but it's how long it took 1 million people to sign up for electricity in their house, how long it took 1 million people to sign up for a telephone in their house, how 1 million people to get on the internet, 1 million people to get on Facebook, 1 million people to get on ChatGPT. And it went from, something like 40 years, 10 years, 3 months. ChatGPT was like, I don't know if it was a day, but I mean, it's just getting faster and faster. So I'm hoping that between 2025 and 2035, when people think, where am I going to be in 2035? Are you paying attention to what's changing the fastest? Are you going to keep up with it? And are you doing something like buying something that hasn't changed in thousands of years? People need a place to live. That could change eventually. I don't see it on the horizon yet.
Yeah.
Or a well-diversified index portfolio of stocks. Like that hasn't changed in 100 years. Like that's the way people should do that. There's people who try to buy stocks, day trade, or all the new creative crypto things. And then you have the FTX happen because people are open to it.
Yeah. Celsius, and they go fraud and all that stuff. Yeah.
Nothing like Enron would ever happen.
Yeah. Never happen again as an Enron.
Changes your
survivor.
entire life like it did for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Enron and WorldCom, both spectacular failures that crushed me, hundreds of thousands of dollars lost. Folks, I want to challenge you. If you have a 2035 vision, which I hope you do, I want you to start building that version today. I want to encourage you to join the communities of where you want to be. Join them today. I want you to follow focus and daily discipline. I want you to reject doom and fear. That is poison. You do not need poison on your journey to 2035. At the end of the day, 2035 is coming whether you like it or not. The only question is, will you be the person you want to be in 2035? Dion, where can people find you?
They can find me right here on YouTube, Dion Talk Financial Freedom, where I do things like challenge people to put a comment below that tells us what your 2035 looks like.
Yes. Yes. Tell us what your life, your family's life will be and what it will look like in 2035. Maybe we'll do a video capturing all of that. And we'll put it in a time capsule, much like Mr. Beast did. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Mr. Beast just posted a video he recorded 10 years ago. It just went live last week. I thought it was really funny to look at him in his bedroom 10 years ago to think about where he is today. Folks, take care of yourself. 2035 is coming. Go get it. Later.